Hey Stratus, how you feeling today?
I feel good. I feel good. Clean.
Clean,
Smooth.
smell good.
Of course, my balls smell great.
They're smooth, they smell good.
Everything's
Everything's
good.
good. No,
Yeah,
it's a beautiful day. Weather's good. We got huge news for the podcast.
Yeah, picked up a fantastic sponsor, Manscaped.
Yeah, I mean, this is a big day for us. I'm excited. Selfishly, this is a company that, I've watched for a while. I mean, come on. Manscaping something that's relevant to both of our lives. So,
Yeah, and there's not many, I've been partaking in the exercise of taking care of one's body hair for, decades, and there's not ever really been men specific products, we'll say, other than here's a razor.
mm-hmm.
You want a double, triple, 4, 6, it just. So Manscaped was a great sponsor.
Yeah, so needless to say, I was stoked when we got in contact with them, and they reached out with the Performance Package 4.0, which is what they sent each of us to try out, and my God, I'm blown away.
Yeah, and honestly, go to manscaped.com, look at all their products, because you don't have to buy, a full package like they gave us. You can buy specific items. They got a whole litany of other things that don't come in the 4.0 package, but yeah, we were blessed with each getting the performance package from them.
Yeah, and I'm stoked. So what comes in the Performance Package is their kind of what I'll call their signature product of their Lawn Mower body trimmer.
Lawn Mower 4.0.
Yep, that you can use for your face, your body, your balls,
But-
anywhere that there's hair. But yes, this is a very important caveat.
If you use it, I mean, it goes without saying with anything, but if you're going to use a razor on your balls, then don't use it on your face.
No,
You can actually buy a separate trimmer
not
and,
only.
and just change the attachment.
Yeah, well, not it's a whole separate trimmer. You can buy a whole separate, just a different blade unit. They
Yeah,
sell
that's what I was
replacement
saying.
blades, so you
Yep.
don't have to buy the whole,
No, you don't have to buy another 4.0. Just get the different attachment.
Yep, that's what I do. I have a blade dedicated to my balls, and I have a blade dedicated to my face.
Yeah, you lucky bastard.
Mm-hmm.
No, I their products are, I mean, and you have the 4.0 in the bag
Mm-hmm.
that they also sent us. But what they sent us was the Lawnmower 4.0, which is, like you said, pretty much a full body hair remover. I mean, first thing I did, I shave all the time, so I didn't have a lot of hair to shave, but I won't lie, man, I lifted up my armpit and was like, this'll do. I want to see how it does with a good old amount of hair. Holy crap. One whisk through, and it was gone. I was like, this is great. So then my next thing I wanted to check was, will I get any razor burn or any of that crap? And no, they definitely reduce the amount of possibility of getting razor burn.
Yeah, irritation or anything like that.
Yeah, definitely reduce. But they got us the Lawnmower 4.0. We got the Weed Whacker.
Which is honestly, this is one of my favorite products. There, the Weed Whacker. You know, your mind might go crazy with what that could be, but that's their nose and ear trimmer.
Yep, and it's pretty much designed. I've had, I'm guessing, 6 nose ear trimmers in my life, going back to even a manual operated one that didn't use electricity of any kind, and all the way up to now the Weed Whacker. And no bullshit, the Weed Whacker does the best job. I was comparing it to the one I have at home to see the differences, because if you look at the nose trimmers, they're all somewhat similar, and there is a quality difference in this Weed Whacker.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
I feel, anybody watching on video will be able to see this. If you're just listening to this announcement on podcast, that's one thing. But if you're watching on video, you can actually see I have the Weed Whacker in my hand here. So, I mean, dude, I love this thing. I've recently been getting a lot more nose hairs. I'm in my
Comes with age, man.
I'm in my mid-20s. They're coming in strong, and I've been shopping around for one. So this came at the perfect time. It's like I feel pretty comfortable to stick it right in my nose.
You can, and it's ergonomic. It's real lightweight, and
Okay, call me crazy, because I always hate when I get like sucked into, example, something comes in a nice box and I'm like super excited. I'm kind of disappointed in myself for being so amused.
Yeah.
But you mentioned how ergonomic it is.
Yeah.
It's like you hold it in your hand and you want to stick it in your nose, like you want to shave. And same thing with the lawnmower.
It's designed with, I'm telling you, if you compare it to the nose trimmer that I have at my house that's not Manscaped made, it's not that way at all. It's the same functioning type, just like all of them, but the way that curves in your hand a little, that doesn't usually exist. Usually it's just a straight, pop 2 batteries in and call it a day. So it's just a straight item.
Yeah, and this lawnmower is nice. It comes with a nice nice flashlight on it.
Yep.
So boom.
It's actually a pretty bright light too.
Yeah.
And you can click it into travel mode, which is mega huge, so that when you put it in your bag and it gets shuffled, it's not going to turn on inside your bag, and you can have it charged and ready to use for whenever you want it.
Yeah, which called me crazy when I saw that they had the flashlight feature. I was pretty excited because, you know, okay, not everybody's bathroom is super bright for one.
No.
Then you start to get into those little, you know, those crevices, the harder to reach spots. Having some nice light flashing there, you know.
It's a bright little light.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not going to blind you if it catches you in the eye, so you don't have to worry. But no, and just like the nose trimmer, this trimmer, the 4.0, fits in your hand nice. It's got good gription on it, so you don't have to worry about dropping it. And the first time I turned it on, because it came a little charged, and I'll admit I didn't plug it right in. I wanted to see how.
No, I always fully charge mine.
Holy crap! Again, I have other products at home, which is cool because I can compare it to by turning them on next to each other. This actually sounds like a commercial trimmer, and it feels, with the smoothness and ease of use, like a commercial trimmer, like what you'd expect like if my barber pulled that out.
Yeah.
And was like, oh, I'm just going to cut up your sides a little. I wouldn't look at them crazy. I'd be like, ooh, that's a sleek looking fucking trimmer, man. So the design and functionality exceeded my expectations of how I thought it would actually perform.
No, I agree 100%.
Dude, I've cut myself with trimmers before. I've cut the back of my neck with trimmers before. Not razors, but actual, clippers. So I'm always leery of taking, clippers and running them over my body. But I did that with confidence with the
Lawn Mower.
Yeah. Yep. The weed whacker, don't even get me started.
Yeah, you said you go.
I jabbed that thing in my nose like I'm looking for a COVID sample. It's crazy, dude. I'm 50, so it's like
you got hairs everywhere.
The rules when you get old is hair grows everywhere except where you wish it would. That's just the way it goes. It falls out on the top of your head and grows out your ears and nose. So it's like I can give a nose trimmer a good workout if I, don't keep myself very kempt in my nose. But I get subconscious about it because I don't want to ever be talking to somebody and feel a hair in my nose wiggle. So I've typically always had.
Well, for me, the spot that's recently started coming a lot is that right in the top corner of the nose.
Oh,
that
it'll
it's
build
like,
up. Yeah.
The problem with there is like hairs are more in your nose. They can be pretty long before they show. The ones right in that little that corner, they only have to be a centimeter, and they're obvious.
Doesn't take much at all. And honestly, who wants to look at somebody with
nose hair sticking out of their
gross
face?
Ass hair sticking out of your nose? And I'm not trying to
nose pubes.
We're not in the, we don't live in like the 1800s anymore. We don't need it, but I went to town, man.
Yeah.
I had to put it through its paces. It had been a while, and I'm not going to lie. I'm not happy with my previous nose trimmer. So this was like a godsend. I'm like, this is perfect freaking timing for me. But they also sent us the, the crop preserver, which is, ball deodorant.
Yeah, I think that this might be your favorite product.
It has become my favorite product. And when I've heard of people using ball deodorant before, and I'm like, that's fucking stupid. It's a needed thing, but it's like, I've only heard it once or twice in my life. So I was leery, but this is a lotion. And now I'm somebody that I can't have lotion on my body and wear clothes because the thought of clothes sticking to my skin, like when people get sick and put Vicks on them, I'm not that guy. I can't do it. So even my fiance was laughing when I'm like, I'm going to use this ball deodorant. She's like, you're going to hate it because you're going to feel sticky or, whatever your complaint is. And I put just a little. You only need a little. Rub my hands. Give my boys a nice little, oh, yeah. Dude. I'm, no discomfort at all. And I'm the guy that would know because I'll put on my boxers and shit and be like, no, this feels fucking great. And it does its job. I've been putting it through the paces to find the breaking point in my ball deodorant by doing some pretty extensive outdoors work last week. Trying to, I don't know.
Play some Ragnarok, play some Les Mills,
Yeah, doing the
workout.
trifecta of trying to work up the sweat because I really want to test the limitations.
Yeah, when they reached out to us with this and, we saw the list of things come and you were like, ball deodorant. You're like, same thing, a little skeptical. Let's see. I always love when we're skeptical about something that ends up being the one that surprises us the most. So the first thing I asked you, before I asked you, how was your shave? how was your nose trimming? The first thing I asked you was, how's your boy smell? You know,
How's my boys? No, I mean, it's I can't describe the smell, but it's non-offensive.
no, it's nothing that would make you go
No, and
clean balls. It just smells clean. You don't think,
I'm a pig, so after I put some on my hand, I went, of course, up to my fiance and put it under her nose, and I'm like, smell my balls. And then I was like, no, this is what I just put on my balls. And she said it did not smell offensive at all. It was like, wow, that's actually a good smell.
Mm-hmm.
But to refresh you, they also send in this package the Crop Reviver. Crop. Dude, the names of these products alone
I think
are
that's some of my favorite part of it all.
absolutely
It's the lawnmower,
freaking awesome.
the weed whacker.
Yep. So the Crop Reviver, if it's been, 4 or 5 hours, you want to give your boys a little spritz. Maybe you're going out clubbing, whatever. You don't want to take it just a little, and you're good. And again, just like the lotion, this isn't a lotion. This is a spray.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not going to burn you. It's not, it's freaking awesome. Again, like you said, the thing that I didn't think would be my funnest, it's like the ball deodorant of all things. But it's one of those things that I think is needed for people in life. And, you get deodorant for your armpits when you're young, but nobody goes, hey, here's some ball lotion for your boys.
Especially wearing shorts, anything like that. Whew.
Yeah, the time, I wish I could, be younger in today's time because life is more forgiving. I feel like if I had used this product as a teenager back when I was young, I would have gotten my ass kicked. You put ball deodorant on, big old hairy nutsack, Things were different back then.
Yeah, no one was trimming pubes when you were a kid.
No, and
everybody had a bush.
I started like, oh yeah.
It was Bush Central in
you
your
look
childhood.
at any movie, I don't know why it was ever censored because all you ever saw was a big furry bush. Is like, I think in one of the things I read too, it's probably the best representation of why you should probably trim your bushes. But if you trim your outside bushes, your house looks bigger, right? So it doesn't take a genius to figure out that, in today's day and age, nobody should be walking around with a bush.
You're saying you're going to look like one of those Greek statues minus the muscles, just in size, if you got a nice bush. You don't want to be like that.
No. So they did give the Crop Reviver. They also sent the Magic Mat. Which is
I don't want to use it.
No.
They give it to you as like a shaving mat, disposable. But if you look at it, it's like a mock newspaper with like...
There's real words. You say mock newspaper. There's some of the funniest shit in there.
Yeah, they have like styles to shave your pubes. Like there's a bunch of funny stuff in here. It's like I'm not putting pubes on this and throwing this away.
No. So I'll say if you do get the performance package, although you will get the newspaper, which is funny because for some reason, even though I knew the description of what was in front of me, my brain was like, that is not a shaving mat. That's a freaking newspaper, and I'm keeping it. So I'm on board with you and anyone else. If you get the performance package, keep the newspaper because there's some funny shit to read in there. It's like it's not like some slouchy, just little, piece of crap paper.
Same thing as you. My brain didn't register as something to throw away and shave on. I looked and I saw it was the shaving mat. I was like, no way. That's a memorabilia item to me.
Then we get this is something too.
Yeah, if you get the Performance Package 4.0,
yep,
they come with 2 bonus items.
Yep.
You get undies, which I gotta say,
I'm wearing them.
Good
I got
undies.
them right now.
They're good undies.
And I'm an asshole about boxers and shit because I mean some of the best rated companies have not come through with good feeling boxers for me, and it's a shame. But these feel good, so I'm excited. But the bag. They send you a travel bag too. It comes with a travel bag. Just friggin' it. This is, I didn't even think like, oh, well, I probably need a travel bag for all this shit they just sent. But everything in that 4.0 package fits in the travel bag.
No, it's including the
chargers.
I have the
chargers.
Oh, which we didn't talk about.
No, you got everything. They come with electromagnetic chargers.
Yeah, the Lawn Mower has a wireless charger, which if you're watching on video, you get to see me reach into the nice goodie bag and just pull out. You see me pull out like 6 different things now. They have a nice charger, so you plug it, the charger into the wall. Then it's wireless charger right here, and then you just put the lawnmower right in. Bam.
Here's what blew me though. It's friggin' isn't it USB?
Yeah.
So.
And what's cool is
in a travel pinch, you're golden.
When you turn this thing onto it, shows your battery level with a little light. I won't leave it on, so everybody on the podcast just hears in the background. But yeah, there's a little battery indicator. So man, the performance package was
No, I've been
everything.
using every single product.
And dude, watch
I've
this.
been trying to push every product.
Oh no, my blade's dirty. Or hey, I have my blade for my face. I need my blade for my pubes. Boom,
Just
that's
pops right off.
And then you pop the next one on, and you're good to go. You know.
No, there's not. I'm just happy that there's companies, and I'm happy that especially Manscaped has stepped up and are, making products for men to groom. I mean, it's an area again. I don't think it's discussed. We talk to young boys about basic shit, and it's the same shit in every family. It's like, shave your fucking face. That's what every kid has ever heard growing up. Shave your fucking face. Because that's all the grooming a kid usually ever hears. Put on deodorant and shave your fucking face.
No, this should be part of the you turn to 18 package.
Yeah,
Which, granted, you're starting grooming and shaving under 18, but this should be,
yeah,
welcome
but
to
you
manhood.
got to give kids that, like,
The stepping stones.
well, I mean, every kid wants to go through puberty, so you got to let them enjoy some of it. You can't let them be like, oh, you got to wait 13 years for pubes to come in, and then now get rid of them, because then that's fucked up.
You turn 18.
Let them come in a little so they can see the value of getting rid of them.
Your kid turns 18, bam, you should be getting them right away, that Manscaped Performance
I would say
package.
this should be, the 4.0 package right now. This should be a guaranteed 18-year-old boy gift. And I think most of the people who got it would probably friggin' use it.
Yeah, well, let's be okay. The trauma stories, because everybody has a horror story of when they were, a young adult. They're trying to do some scaping. Something happened. You cut somewhere you shouldn't have. You shouldn't have to go through that.
Well, no, that's because they didn't make products for. Dude,
so let's cut out that experience that everybody has.
The best I could get 20 years ago would have been buying a woman's bikini line trimmer. This is the truth. If I wanted to go, okay, I need a trimmer, that I can get away with, I'd have to go to a store. And I'm talking about this like I've done it because I have. It was the only way that you could get anything down there really cut, other than going to a professional, and then that's a whole nother story. Because you got to let the shit grow out, and they're gonna wax it off, which I've never done.
And you're a different type of savage if you're doing one of those straight razor blades to your
old school.
Oh man, I don't even want to talk to you.
Nope. I got no problem taking.
I'd rather use something ergonomic and safe and nice.
Yeah, it glides nice.
Okay, they sent us the performance package, which, if you ask me, that's the best start with Manscaped.
Yeah, because you can get supplemental stuff.
Yeah, because then you can
want.
just get the replacement blades for your razor. But they have some other products as well. Like they have some cologne. They have a standard, shaving blade, like you'd think of your standard razor.
Which I'm actually the Plow 2.0 is what their normal everyday razor is.
Yeah.
Which I'm actually anxious. I think I'm gonna pick that up. They do have the cologne, which you said. They have a foot duster, which I'm curious, and I might pick that up as well. And then crop cleanser and the crop mop. Yeah. Which are disposable men wipes.
Yeah. So again, you don't have to go with the Performance Package 4.0. That's what we were lucky enough to get. And get to try out. But I would recommend starting with there.
Absolutely, because right off the bat, you're going to save money by going for the 4.0, and you'll save even more money if you put in the code RuffTalkVR.
Yeah. So code word RuffTalkVR gets you free shipping and 20% off. That's huge.
20% is good, and their prices are pretty reasonable. I priced out everything individually and as the group packages, because they have a couple of different options you can go as far as groups go. But the 4.0 is a great starter package,
and it's like everything. It's very reasonably priced, and you get what you pay for. Sure, you could probably spend $5.
Dude, you don't need to buy a new clipper every 6 months. You don't need to buy a new nose trimmer every 6 months.
No.
The only thing you're really going to have to keep re-upping is blades. Get some new blades if you want to multi-function it from face to groin, and the ball deodorant. I mean, of course, you're going to have to get more of that. It's not.
Well, that's just because the product's so good, you keep using it.
Yeah, and again, the prices aren't bad, but I don't want to. I don't want to talk endlessly about it, but the reality is everything that they gave us that we've been trying. They gave us these nice shirts too, so if you're watching, you can see the nice shirt we got.
It says right there, your balls will thank you. So
it's a beautiful package, and the fact that you can get the free shipping plus 20% off just by using Ruff Talk VR. When before knowing that you could save 20% off, that's how I was looking at their prices. So to know that I can save 20% off by
And
putting
free
in Rough
shipping.
Talk VR and get free shipping. I'm actually kind of like the full package is not as expensive as
No,
I would have been happy paying for.
Yeah, and I got, like you said, you don't think that you would like the travel bag much, but
It's quality. It's
yeah.
stylish.
My girlfriend gets annoyed enough with me having a bunch of shit that doesn't.
Yeah.
She always says things need a home. If it doesn't have a home, you need to find it a home. So you get the travel pack. Everything has a home.
It all fits in there.
Yeah,
And
it's
you
nice.
even not only did you, and I don't mean to stick my fingers in your bag, but not only did you that
Yeah,
sounded bad.
that'd be
Would have been worse if it was stick my fingers on your bag.
on your sack.
On your sack. I didn't mean to touch your balls, bro. The quality, because that was one of the things I, just like a purse.
Yeah,
if
it's nice leather.
if my fiance spends, $100 on a purse, I want to see what $100 gets you. You know, this exceeded my expectations.
Yeah, no,
Because
so
again,
it's
I
nice.
have a travel bag, but this also allots for you have the directions in there. So if you ever, I think you were saying, if you ever need to look at anything, and there's still plenty of room for other toiletries that you could bring along for travel.
Yeah, so we got a little sidetracked. We ended up talking quite a bit about, what they sent us and everything like that, but
Hey.
it was just so damn good. Basically, we just want to let everybody
If I
know.
don't have it, I'm not going to talk about it, but there are other products that you can definitely check out that we didn't talk about.
No, I can attest that Lawn Mower and that
The Weed Whacker.
yeah.
Yeah.
I love that name, the Weed Whacker. That one's
100% legit. There's nothing that, and again, the boxers, I thought if anything that came in this package was going to irritate me or make me not be like, the boxers.
Well, dude,
And their shirt's not rough because I don't do the cardboard feeling shit at all.
man, I train jujitsu.
Yeah.
This ball deodorant's a good thing to have.
Yeah,
You start
give you an
throwing.
advantage.
Yeah, man, I have these stinky sack, right? I have a stinky sack. My boys ain't smelling too good. I'm throwing up triangle chokes, whatever.
Putting
People-
someone's face right in your crotch.
They're going to pull out of there. They're going to use strength that they never knew they had, and they're going to rip out of my triangle choke so fast just because of adrenaline and shock. You go in there with those stinky motherfuckers.
Yeah.
But I got a nice scented boys right there, right? You throw up the triangle. Man, you might be able to distract them for a second while you lock it in.
I actually thought of that.
Yeah, you go north-south with some stinkers, man. They're
goes-
getting out of position. They're going to fight for their life.
In a sport where seconds can be the difference.
Yeah.
So you throw up the triangle, someone's expecting a pretty rancid smelling sack, which I'm assuming happens, and they get a whiff of something nice and refreshing.
Yeah.
They pause for a minute.
Well, dude,
They don't react like normal, like you said, with that Hulk strength to get away from it and adrenaline.
think of bodybuilders, dude. They smell smelling salts before they lift, right?
Yeah.
It smells horrendous. I don't want my balls to be smelling salts and give this guy super strength as I'm about to submit him. So this is as a competitor, this is nice.
No, I think to anybody, do your balls justice and give them again just a little.
Yeah. So basically, this is just a huge day for the podcast. We got a
Yeah,
new
I just wanted to
sponsor,
share
Landscape.
what they sent.
Yeah, let you guys know a little bit more about them as a company, their products. If you're looking for a new face, body, ball, nose, ear trimmer, anything like that, you got some stinky balls you're looking to freshen up, Manscaped's the spot.
And just so people know, one of the reasons why we actually do these episodes when we get stuff is because if we believe in it and we'll actually use it and find it, because we've reviewed some other products as well, it's something we believe is worth it, per value of money. And that's kind of why I keep trying to push the products that I do have to their limits without necessarily, making them not work. But I'm impressed. I'm more impressed than I thought I would be for, 'cause let's be honest, a lot of people say they care and all this shit, but they generally do. And you can see it in there. Go to their website, like you said, manscaped.com.
Yeah.
And I'll shut up. I'll let people figure it out on their own now.
Hopefully some of our listeners can get, they can get a nice rough talk, but a smooth trim.
Works for me.
Yeah. Awesome. So hopefully you guys, enjoy this era of the podcast and check us out tomorrow.